Hi, Matthews Superstars. It's Mrs. R, and I'm sitting outside today because it's a gorgeous day. And I hope you guys get a chance to put away those screens. I know it's hard as distance learners. You guys are constantly in front of them. So are my girls. They're distance learning as well. But I thought it'd be fun to just take a book outside and read outside today. You can do that, right? There's no rules in life when it comes to reading outside. So we're going to read one of my favorite books called After the Fall, and it's by Santant. Do you remember Humpty Dumpty? Do you remember that nursery rhyme? Do you remember what happened? He fell. He fell off the wall, and all the king's horses and all the king's men couldn't put Humpty together again, right? That's the way the rhyme goes. Well, this is what happens after the fall. It's called After the Fall, How Humpty Dumpty Got Back Up Again. And in the back it says, life begins when you get back up. My name is Humpty Dumpty. This is my favorite spot, high up on the wall. I know it's an odd place for an egg to be, but I love being close to the birds. Then one day I fell. I'm sort of famous for that part. Folks called it the Great Fall, which sounds a little grand. It was just an accident, but it changed my life. And here's the picture of the wall. Fortunately, all the king's men managed to put me back together. There were some parts that couldn't be healed with bandages and glue. You guys know what Humpty means by that, right? Sometimes when we fall and get hurt, sometimes it's our feelings that take time healing, right? The little scrapes on our elbows or wherever we fell go away, or bandages make them all better. But sometimes it's our feelings, how we felt at the time, that take a while before they kind of heal and go away. After that day, I became afraid of heights. I was so scared that it kept me from enjoying some of my favorite things. Okay, we see Humpty and he's shopping, and he can't reach up to get the cereal boxes that he loves. I walked past the wall every day and I would think about climbing that ladder again. I really missed the birds and being high above the city. But I could never do it because I knew that accidents can happen. I eventually settled for watching the birds from the ground. It wasn't the same, but it was better than doing nothing. Then one day, an idea flew by. Did you guys see that paper airplane? Isn't that something? Making planes was harder than I thought. It was easy to get cuts and scratches. But day after day, I kept trying and trying. Boys and girls, when you try something new, oftentimes, right, you got to try it over and over again before you actually figure it out. That's just part of learning. And you guys do that every day. Until I got it just right. Isn't that a magnificent paper airplane? My plane was perfect and it flew like nothing could stop it. I hadn't felt that happy in a long time. It wasn't the same as being up in the sky with the birds, but it was close enough. Unfortunately, accidents happen. They always do. I almost walked away again, but then I thought about all the time I'd spent working on my plane and all the other things I'd missed. I decided I was going to climb that wall, but the higher I got, the more nervous I felt. I didn't want to admit it. I was terrified. I didn't look up. I didn't look down. I just kept climbing one step at a time. Until I was no longer afraid. Maybe now you won't think of me as that egg who was famous for falling. Hopefully, you'll remember me as the egg who got back up. What happened there, you guys? That was a picture of a bird coming out of an egg and flying, and learn how to fly. So, what was that story about? Inside the egg that was Humpty Dumpty was actually a bird, and the bird hatched and the bird flew. So Humpty Dumpty went through a lot, right? He fell down, he got up, he created this wonderful paper airplane that looked like a bird, and then you guys, when the paper airplane got stuck on the wall, Humpty Dumpty climbed it to get his airplane, but instead the egg hatched, and inside the egg was the bird, a bird just like the one he made, and he got to fly. My goodness, that has a lot of meaning, right? But the best meaning of all is, if you should ever fall down, no matter how hurt your feelings get, just remember, you need to get back up, because even better and bigger things might happen to you. Thank you so much for enjoying this book after the fall. Wasn't it fun to find out what happened to Humpty after the famous nursery rhyme? I find that super fun. And this author, Santant, is one of my favorites. I hope, Superstars, you have a great week ahead, and I'll see you next week with another Read Aloud. Get some sunshine. Bye!